Hey, what's up, everybody? As you know, my videos are raw, short, and sweet. This one's about the farmers in the states and how white farmers are asking how come black people won't work on their farm. I'm just gonna play this quick clip and then I'll get into my thoughts and everything.
As a Nebraskan, the farmers predominantly voted for the current president. They also voted for Pete Ricketts and Deb Fischer, who aren't doing anything for them. When China announced that they're not going to buy corn and soybeans today, or I think they've done it over the last couple days, I think it was last week, because of the trade war, their current president that they voted for decided to wage, a trade war with China. They're not going to buy your goods. And I know that a lot of you have said that you want aid. Well, as a taxpayer who lives in Nebraska who did vote for the right candidate, I don't think I want my tax dollars going to bail you out. I think you actually should sit in your decisions and feel the effects. You want us to. Every time we vote for a Democrat, you say they're horrible. So at this point in time, I'm going to tell you the same thing you say to me back. You wanted to vote for this. Now you get to deal with the consequences. And I don't think I should have to bail you out. Because I work hard for my money too. And my dollars shouldn't bail out your bad decisions. So yeah, today I'm telling you, the farmers here in Nebraska, you need to deal with your own decisions. It's your consequences, not mine, and I don't want to pay for them.
Nebraska, for example.
Alright, so I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. Yeah, what she's saying, I guess, makes sense in a way, but I'm a person that likes to see both sides to something. Well, I think that I am one of those people that can actually say that and do that. But besides that clip of the video I showed right now, a lot of white farmers are mad because, as I said, that black people won't work right now for them on the farming fields, and they're questioning that. And my thing is, why can't white people work on the farm? Why are you looking towards the black people? Because before, I guess they're saying that all these Mexicans or whatever are taking the black jobs, but you could give it to a white person. And another thing too is, which I've noticed from these videos and people are saying, the farmers that were working on the fields and everything, not the farmers, the workers, they were working 10 hours, 7 days a week. I think it's from May or something till October, and it's I guess in those areas 100 degrees, I guess is that what you guys call it. I'm from Canada, so I'm not too sure exactly, but I think as you guys are saying, it's really hot out there. And then in this same clip, not clip, but this video that I just showed from someone posting like different clips of different people talking about this. One white lady farmer had admitted it that they have lost 70% of their workers, and 70% of the workers were illegal, non-document people. So just imagine their working conditions and the power trip that they would have over them, knowing that, hey, you're working for me, I know you're illegal, I'm hiring you because you are illegal and you have no documents. So just imagine their condition. They're working 7 days a week, 10-hour shifts in the heat, and of course this $11 American an hour I'm not even sure if they're gonna pay that, but that's what people are saying is to pay for that. Is a lot of money for them, but 7 days a week. I work anywhere from like 8 to 15-hour shifts a day. I got to spoil myself where I wasn't working. When I spoiled myself for the last couple of years, where I can actually take the weekends off. But with the economy, I've been doing back to kind of like 6 days. But I'm exhausted. I'm tired. So, and I'm not in the heat all day. Like I'm inside the house, inside an apartment, whatever house, whatever, inside, and I'm outside sometimes doing some outside work. But either way, like that's exhausting. Like to work 7 days a week consistently with no break, and then having this thing over you because you're illegal and you don't have proper documents. And then how is their housing? How's their food? They don't actually get to go out probably and explore America, or go to a restaurant, have a food or something. So that's one thing I've analyzed about these videos I've been seeing, these clips, which to me is kind of fascinating, kind of sad. And then second thing is with that lady where she was saying, why should we help you guys out now? Because now that it wriggles down, and now that affects you guys, when some people were saying it's going to affect you guys, why should I bail you guys out? But I'm not saying bail them out, but this is exactly what the government wants, because to my knowledge, you can correct me if I'm wrong or not, but there's another video, another clip about, I guess, some big farming company that's buying out all these little farmers, or they were big at one point. So they were saying couple there's been more than one video I've seen this, where it's like, now when you guys lose your farm, you're gonna be selling it for little to nothing because these big companies are gonna be taking over. But what you guys not realizing is that this is what they want. They want separation. People have been saying it for a long time now. So there has to be unity, because if you guys don't bail these farmers out, then these big corporations are just going to buy them out, and then they're going to have full control over the food market, which they're already doing right now. But they're going to have full access to the food market, which we're not realizing. Some of us realize, some of us are not, because we're hurt, we feel betrayed, anger, we told you guys so, blah blah. It goes on both sides. So again, it's just everybody just fighting against each other. Meanwhile, the government at the end of the day is the one that's winning, because this is what they want. They want these big corporations to take over, because then they control our lives. They control exactly how much the price for the food's going to be, because there's no other farmers, there's no other workers. They're controlling everything. So if today it's $10 for a piece of chicken, and these farmers are trying to work and make their profit, and then prices go up and they sell it for $11, now when they all get taken out and it's owned by one or two big people, you're not paying $11 for a piece of chicken no more. You're paying whatever they tell you. And the food's gonna be only for the rich people. So maybe it's gonna be $20 for a piece of chicken, 30, 40. This is just an example. I'm not saying like a piece of chicken is that price. I'm just saying as an example of what they're gonna be doing and what they're doing already. So me personally, with my 2 thoughts, my 2 cents, I could be wrong, I could be right, I could be in the middle. Leave a comment. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm right. But I don't think this, as the people, is going to benefit anything because the government's winning. And this right and left and Republican, Democrats, whatever it is, again, it's separation. Like, it's just dividing people. That's all it's doing. It's dividing people. You tell me what relationship that you're in, rather girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, that you guys agree on everything. You don't. You don't. So why, if you're Republican, these are the set rules? Not every Republican in the office agrees with what they're going through, but because you're a Republican and you're in the office and stuff like that, this is the side you're on. And if you're a Democrat, same thing goes. It's just separation. We need a government that's not bought out, a government that actually listens to the people, a government that actually is caring for the people. And last thing I want to say, well, I mean, a couple more things, but they don't care about us, and it's that this is their goal because they've been bought out by these big corporations, these billionaires, millionaires, and they get bought off and they get silenced. But it's up to us, the people, to actually come together, unite, and pick our battles and see what actually makes sense. Like, I'm gonna give you a prime example, which I want to do for another video, but prime example. Okay, so what affects you more as a person, as your individual life, as you having kids, whatever, daughters, nieces, or whatever it is, or cousins? What affects you more? Two people, same sex, getting married? That has nothing to do with you. That doesn't actually affect your daily life. I'm not too sure if it's taxpayer people. I don't think so, but taxpayer money that are paying for the weddings and stuff like that, which I don't think so. But okay, besides that, how does that really affect your life? You have your morals, you have your principles, you believe in your faith, whatever it may be. That's up to that person, God, and the pastor, the minister, the law, what they're passing as a law. That's up to them. But I don't really think that affects your life personally. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or B, of someone that's born a male, playing in female sports and being allowed to be in change rooms with females, or swimming around in pools with female kids or females because they identify as that. What affects you more into your daily life? I would say B. Correct me if I'm wrong. These are the things that we need to focus on. And as people say, you got to pick your battles. And that's my whole point about the Democrats, Republican, right, left, whatever, is that it's a distraction, and people have to come together and actually have honest, open conversations and saying what affects us individually and as a community and as a country. Oh, my light went off. That's what we need to actually figure out. And you know what? Just because it doesn't affect you directly, or you don't have kids or nieces or nephews or whatever it may be, but what's the bigger issue? What's the bigger problem? And you must have somebody out there, some kind of relative, that would affect them more, being in a change room, swimming pool with someone that identifies as that, compared to two people getting married of the same sex. That was just my example for that. Hope you understand it. But I think we need to work together as people. And economy is really hard. It's really bad right now. And they're winning. They're winning because they're making it where we have to depend on them more. There's no middle class anymore, and we need to bring the middle class back. And only we as the people can actually do that, and actually elect the right people, and get the truth out there, and reveal it, and demand for change, and actually stand up together, and actually get the change. Please leave a comment. If you can, subscribe, like, dislike. Thank you. Have a good day.